Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. I thought today talking with you guys, since I shared a little bit about my life, I'd share with you guys a little bit about Audrey and Kate's father's life. His name is Masa Shida, and actually his full first name is Masa Taka, but he goes by Masa. And he was born in Tokyo, Japan. And I don't know all the little places that he went to, little island someplace. He moved different places when he was younger. By the time that he was 4 years old, his dad was wanting to get his master's in English and teaching a second language. So he came to Michigan and his father came to Michigan and went to school there and got his master's there. And during that time, Masa went there and lived for about 2 years, a year and a half, and went to the preschool there. So he got a little hint of English living there for that time. And then they came back, and his dad was teaching at a university and teaching English, but felt that it was kind of not like really that great of an education system and thought he wanted to do something to change it. So he decided to create his own school for kind of like a tutoring school to get people to learn English in a better way, because the way that they teach English in Japan is terrible. Despite the fact that people study English here for like 6 years, all through middle school and elementary and high school, they don't know how to speak at all. They have no confidence to do any of those things. It's kind of embarrassing. So he created his own school. And during the process of deciding to do that, he thought it was really important to get his son to get a chance to really learn English. And so instead of him teaching it to his son, he decided to send him to America to learn true English. And he didn't want Masa to be, held back by any bad habits of learning it in Japan. So he sent him with no preparation at all. I don't know how he did this. This is crazy. So he came to, he was sent to go to school in America from the time that he was in middle school. It was the first time anyone in that area where they lived in Nagasaki had ever sent a young kid to go to school there. It took all sorts of ordeal to get the visas worked out. He got, interviewed by the people in the PTA that he was, ruining his son's life by taking him away from the culture of Japan and sending him off to America. He started off where he was going to be living with a homestay in the Oregon where he was going to school, but it was a little obviously very hard for him, and I think he was a little sick, and so his mom decided to go to be there with him. And the only way that she could go visa-wise was if she was also a student. So she enrolled in the local high school, and it's like a movie. I love this story. She enrolled in the local high school while he attended middle school, and she, went to school there and took care of him. And then as he grew up, then he went ahead on into high school, and she attended a community college during that time. And then by the time he was ready to be a college student, she came back to Japan because he could live by himself at that time, obviously. So she's an amazing woman, very funny, just a really great person. His father is an amazing guy too. He has a very great family. So but really pushed him into a new world that I would be way too chicken to do. I could have never done what he did. I had friends who were like, oh, let's go to, someplace for fun. We're studying French. Let's go to France for a year. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to do that. I like my house. I don't want to go. But he did all that and made amazing friends and learned English very well. He sounds like a native when he speaks. He has no, he definitely got immersed in the language because of that. So he, got his bachelor's of arts in linguistics, and then decided that he was going to come back and, work with his dad at the school that he has here. And then we met online and got married, and we moved back here. So that kind of all is how that happened for his life. He could play the acoustic guitar, and he could play the saxophone a little bit at that time. And so, he kind of, had a little, that's where the music part of him definitely comes from, is from that part. I have none. So all of everything that Audrey and Kate have of music skill is completely from their dad's side. Because I like listening to music and that's it. But so he, when he came here, and especially as when we had children and he saw some stuff that we were enjoying, we were big fans of rock band and those kinds of things. Guitar Hero, that's the word I'm thinking of, not Rock Band. But so we played that a lot, and he always talked to himself, oh, I can't wait, I wish they'd make it so that it wasn't this stupid, Guitar Hero strumming away and just the red, yellow, and blue buttons. It'd be nice if it was a real guitar. And so then luckily we knew that Rocksmith was in development, we knew that it was coming, and so then that's where he was really excited when that came out. We got it right away, and then he's like, I'm gonna learn this, and why don't we just make Audrey do it too? So, and I'll tell you more of all of that when I tell you a little bit about Audrey's life, and especially what we've done with Rocksmith. But I wanted you guys to know a little bit about him and his background and how he got to where he is. So yeah, that's kind of how it is right now. So if you guys have any questions or anything that you'd like to talk about, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will have some more fun things to share with you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.